Good morning, everyone. This is the day 1 and 2 recap for Project Full 180. So, it is currently 7:16, and it's actually not day 1 and 2, it's day 3. But we're going to do day 1 and 2's recap now because I haven't done it yet. And the reason I haven't done it yet is because I was incredibly busy over the weekend. So, if anyone doesn't know, generally on the weekends I work most of the day. So, Saturday I worked 9 till 1 and then 2 till 5. Sunday I worked 9 until 4. So I was working most of the day for those 2 days, and then in between that, after that, I was doing some other work, getting some things done. Didn't really film much over the weekend. So this is the quick recap and sort of like the starting, explaining what this challenge actually is. Basically, this is Project Full 180, and basically going to take me from the 28th of June 2025 until I think the 23rd of December 2025. And the goal is to really just achieve my goals, get things started. A lot is going to be changing over the next 6 months, even over the next week. Like, lots of things are changing. And I've been saying that for a couple of months now, but it's starting to pick up. A lot of things are changing. So I thought I might as well, log in again. Um, Really, what inspired me to do this was I did monk mode for a month, for 30 days, between the 5th of May and I think the 3rd of June. It's whatever 30 days was. And I really locked in. I really built a routine. I started getting up at 4 a.m. rather than 5. Started getting a lot done. I didn't post much content, but I was working a lot. I was getting a lot of things done, growing, learning a lot. And I really improved. I really built discipline, built a great routine, and I was on a roll. And then I stopped, and it's now the end of June, and I've not achieved much in June. Like, I've still been doing my work, doing my 4 a.m.s and stuff, but nowhere near as much as I had during monk mode. So I decided to lock in again. I was like, alright, we've got 180 days left. If I start this now, it can be done by like just before Christmas, and then we can be ready to go for Winter's New Year, 26th of December, Winter's New Year. If you don't know what Winter's New Year is, it's basically the idea that most people will sit around and do nothing and enjoy their holidays between Christmas and New Year's, which rightfully so. But the idea is that from the 26th of December onwards, it's your New Year. You start working on the 26th, so that by the 1st of January, you've got a week head start. But that's just an idea. If you want to learn more about that, just go and research that. But basically, I'll be finished this challenge hopefully by the 23rd, just in time for Christmas. So the goal is to build a good routine, experiment with some new routines. Um, I had this idea this morning that I could do like a reverse morning routine, where instead of getting up, doing the morning routine, and then working, I could get up, work, and then do the morning routine. So instead of getting up at 4 a.m. and doing my push ups and my meditation and my whatever, just get up, work for 2 hours, and then do the push ups, the meditation, the cold shower, the journal, whatever it is I'm doing, right? But that's pretty much the plan for this 180 days is to really just build a lifestyle that I want. Over the next 180 days, I'll be changing schools quite soon actually. I will be turning 16, which a lot of things come with that. A lot of new things open up. I'll have the ability to, just I won't talk too much about that, but I'll have the ability to do a lot more things than I can right now, which will be extremely helpful for online business. We'll leave it at that. So that's really everything for the goals of this. It's to just build a routine, lock in, make a bunch of progress. I've done this a few times. I did Project 90 last year, and I made significant progress in my content and my routines and my fitness. I did monk mode throughout May of this year. I've done a couple other 30-day challenges or 14-day challenges before that. And every single time that I do this, it helps me tremendously. But then I finish the challenge and I fall off. And so I had this idea of like, all right, if I do 14 days, I do the challenge, I do great, and it's not even long enough to build a routine, I fall off. If I do 30 days, I build a routine, but it quite quickly goes, and I quite quickly sort of, as I keep saying, fall off. Right? The routine stops, it breaks down, and I'm back to where I started. So I thought, what's the one problem I'm having with all these times that I'm locking in and I'm, doing these challenges? And I realized that it's not that the challenge itself is bad, it's not that I was doing anything wrong, it's that I was letting go of the routine, I was letting go of the schedule, I was letting go of the intensity. I was letting go of the planning. And so I realized the fact was I was doing them too quickly. 30 days is, yeah, you can change. I changed my life in 30 days. Every single time. That's the problem. I do it in 30 days and then it's done. Whereas with Project Full 180, it's a 180 day stint. For the next 108 or the next 177 days, I will be locking in, getting up at 4 a.m., doing my workouts, doing my stuff, getting what needs to be done, trying to lock in with content. One thing that I've done One thing that I've realized with content is I haven't posted a main channel video for 5 weeks, and that is bad, but I haven't just stopped working. I've been putting in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of work a day towards content. I've been posting short form content. I'm posting second channel content. I've been making content. I've put together and made, I'm probably halfway through making or started making 4 or 5 videos in that time, right? But I feel like I've fallen into this sort of perfectionist mindset of trying to find the perfect idea and the perfect storyline before I even start. And the problem with that is I have an idea, I'll start planning, and immediately, every single time, as soon as I start trying to script out an idea, I'm like, no, this idea sucks, this is terrible, I can't build a storyline of this. Because if I'm just doing a sit down video like this, it's easy to just talk for like 5-10 minutes. But if I need to plan it out and have value after point after point, and make it worth it for 3-4 minutes, that is so much harder. And so I feel like I've fallen into a perfectionist mindset. And so now really the aim of this is to just get everything in my life on point, get my routine on point, get my content back on point, really figure out my priorities, really build a routine that's unbreakable and make it last for a lot longer than 14 or 30 days. And I know I have the evidence, I know I can do it, I've done it before, so I feel like right now I'm in the perfect time to lock in for the rest of the year. We're halfway through the year. In 2 days, today's the 30th of June, in 2 days it'll be the 1st of July, and the 1st of July is the second half of the year. And yeah, 6 months have gone. I remember 6 months ago, we just moved, my family and I moved across country. And I remember being here on the first day, walking in, and I have a video. I put my GoPro on my tripod in the corner of the room, and I walked down with my arms up, and I'm like, yes, let's go. It's the 31st of December. I remember waking up on my camping bed that's on the floor, the empty room with my backpack, some things plugged into the wall, and that was literally it. The room was empty. I had like this little, tiny little bed. It was funny as. I remember waking up 1st of January. I'm like, it's 2025. Let's get some work done. And I sat on my bed. I went out, had breakfast, came back, sat on my little bed, leant against the wall, and edited videos for like 2-3 hours. This was at like 7, 8. This was probably like 8 a.m. on the 1st of January. I sat on this uncomfortable little bed against the wall, editing videos. And I was doing push-ups every 10-15 minutes. Right? Edit some videos. Or every time, no, I was editing YouTube shorts, and every time I finished a YouTube short, I'd do like 15 push-ups. That was that was 6 months ago. And it's crazy to think that 6 months has already gone, and there's 6 months left to go this year. And that's why I'm locking in. So I encourage you to maybe not even go you could probably say I'm going monk mode again. I'm not, I'm not calling it monk mode, but it's basically the same idea. The idea of monk mode is to really lock in, build a routine, and stick to it, and grow. And that's pretty much what I'm doing, right? So, do it for yourself. Improve your life. Build your routine. Pick a goal. Figure out how to get there. Figure out what you need to cut out to get there. And stick to it. So yeah, day 1 and 2 recap. I worked 9 till 1 Saturday, 2 till 5 Saturday, and then 9 till 4 Sunday. So I was working most of the days. I got up at 5, did some editing. Yeah, didn't get much done this weekend, but I thought I might as well start now, build a routine, get my mindset on point, get back to building momentum, rather than wait and it, be a few days later. So I thought I've started now. I'm in this thing. We got the habit tracker right here. I'm about to fill out. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this live. Not live. We're on the camera. So what have I done? 4 a.m. Tick. 20 push-ups. Tick. Morning coffee. Tick. Cold shower, not yet. Workout, not yet. Edit. Tick. Boom. 4 things out of the 7 done already. So far, left, we have to do cold shower, workout, 3 hours deep work. Now, good thing is we might get all 7 today. I'm about to go and shower, which I'll have a cold shower. I'm going to go to the gym tonight, so I'll work out. And then it's 3 hours deep work, which I've done about an hour and a half this morning. So we'll tonight, and we'll be off on a roll. Build your routine, build your life. You'll be grateful for it once you finished. You look back if you lock in for 6 months, you'll look back in 6 months and think, I'm so glad I started, because the time's going to pass regardless. So you might as well make the most of it. See you tomorrow.